Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. For this week's video I'm showing you 2 quick and easy makeup looks perfect for festival season. For both the looks I did the same base, so I'm just going to go through that quickly for you. I started off with the Glossier concealer and just put that under my eyes and in some of the places that I just wanted to cover a bit more. I'll just quickly say that all the products I'll be using will be linked, well not linked, will be in the description below, so definitely check that out for shades and etc. So yeah, I'm just focusing that on my eyes, a bit around my mouth where I have more of discoloration or it's a bit darker, because I'm going to be using the Glossier very sheer foundation, just because it gives you that glow, which is really nice, but it doesn't have coverage as such. Obviously feel free to use a more high coverage foundation, but I think when I know I'm going to be sweating a lot or outside, and at the end of the day your makeup isn't what you're primarily focusing on, unless you are, I feel like just going for a lighter foundation is always the best bet, because if it does wipe off, you won't really tell, and it just, yeah, slight coverage, best way to go. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm just putting those on kind of the main points of my face very lightly, and then I'm just going to go and blend this all in with my fingers, just because it's easier, and especially if you're going to a festival where you are camping or something, you don't want to bring all your makeup brushes or they'll get all dirty and stuff and changing out all your looks. Fingers are perfect, so I wanted to do something very simple and easy that was accessible to everyone. You can probably see this foundation is quite light, but when you blend it in you can't tell, it just gives you this really nice like glow. I probably should mention that I have already done my eyebrows. I'll obviously put the product that I used to do my brows down below as well, but yeah, I just went for something quite sharp and crisp and just kind of my normal eyebrow routine for this look. So I'm quickly putting some of the Glossier concealer onto my eyelids just to create a slight base for my eyeshadow, just because it's going to be a very simple eye look. Now taking the Glossier powder, because I think it works best with the foundation, and just putting that all over just to kind of slightly mattify, because it is a bit too shiny, but yeah, at the end of the day when you put powder on, it gives you the nice glow that you're looking for. Perfect for the summer. So I wanted to highlight a little bit, so I'm taking the NARS concealer and just putting that on the areas that I would usually highlight. Not too crazy, just a very slight, like I wanted to add a bit of contrast to my face because it is going to be very bare, so I wanted my base to be very flawless looking. Then taking just a beauty sponge to blend this all in, because I think it gives the most flawless finish. Now to set the highlight, I use the Sacha Buttercup powder instead, just because it has a nice undertone to it, and also set around my mouth areas where like smile lines will come in, and yeah. For contour, I'm using the Sleek Contour Kit in the shade medium, just because it's not as harsh as the darker shade, so I wanted something still natural but to chisel those cheeks, you know. We want to look like we're snatched, like we tried but we didn't try. That's the look we're going for. So we're just going to quickly spray all of that and just kind of blend the whole look together with a bit of my Iridescent spray. And I wanted to use the Glossier what this is called, haloscope, because it has that more natural highlight to it, and that's the kind of look, obviously I keep saying this is the look we're going for because it's the look we're going for, but yeah, I wanted to use the Glossier haloscope, so I've used that as my highlight. So in addition to that, I added a bit of the Anastasia Beverley Hills eyeshadow in Primavera from the palette and just placed that on my nose and cheekbones. Oh, and also on my Cupid's bow, just because I wanted a very like golden highlight, so this was the best shade I had on me. It also means you're not packing like a million products with you and you're just using what you have to hand and multi-purposing items. I feel like I said that totally wrong, but yeah. So on to the kind of like fun part of the look, which is the eyeliner. This is a very difficult eyeliner to not get in your eyelashes, so be careful with that. I feel like it would be better if I had tried and straightened mine a bit because they're quite curly. But I'm using the NYX eyeliner in the shade yellow. I will obviously put down below the exact name of the eyeliner because I have a few different ones now. But yeah, I basically did like not the full eye, so I didn't line the whole eye, only like a middle section of it. I think by doing it this way it's not too overpowering, but you're still getting the effect that you want, and you're showing like, you know, I came here to party, enjoy myself, but I'm not trying too hard. Yeah. So first off, going in with my Glossier mascara, which is actually my favourite mascara, but it's kind of running out, which is why I'm struggling a bit here. But yeah, it's just very nice for lengthening and separating the lashes. And then after that I went for the Collection mascara, which is a lot more clumpy, but it gives you that nice bit of volume. So for my lips, I'm just using a brown lip liner because I'm going for that very, how do we say, 90s look with the brown lip outline and then a very glossy lip. This lip liner is from NYX, by the way. And then the lip gloss is the Glossier one. And that is the final look for look one. As you can see, very simple, easy, but very appropriate for a festival season. If maybe you're going for a more busy outfit, or even if you're just going for a very light outfit and you're just going for the music to enjoy yourself and you don't want to put too much effort in, this is like a perfect look for that. So for look number two, I am taking the Glossier Boy Brow and brushing my eyebrows, giving them that more bushy look and a bit more texture. So you can probably see I've already done one eye, but maybe I don't know why I did that. On to the next eye I show you. So I just went in with a transition shade. I'm not actually sure what the colour was, but it's a Makeup Geek, very light, like pale orangey type tone to it. So I just brushed that all over my eyes with a very fluffy brush, and then I took the shade Poppy from Makeup Geek and focused that more on the outer parts of my eye, slightly blending that into my crease and building it up. Also the lighting here really messed up and I'm not sure why the lighting is so different, but we're dealing with it. So yeah, I'm just blending that shade Poppy in to the transition shade. For some reason this looks a lot more like intense on camera. It wasn't this intense at all, but it works. Just a heads up though. And then I also bought this like at the bottom, like underneath my eye as well, just more as well, definitely focusing that on the outer corner. and then taking the transition shade again and just like blending the whole thing out in all areas. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I just wanted it to be smoothly blended. Taking the blush shade Sunrise by Sleek and just putting that all over my cheeks, and then going on top with the highlighter shade of the Sleek Dark Contour Kit. I'm using two different colour glitters here. One is a lighter shade and one is slightly darker, but I kind of wanted a technique of doing a kind of C shape, following the line of my cheekbone and then going onto my eye. So the technique was to focus the lighter shade of pink glitter on my actual eye, and then the darker shade, bringing that more on my cheekbone and the outer parts of my eye, almost like a gradient. The gradient appears to be the opposite way around, where it goes darker to lighter, but these are the shades I use. And then I'm taking the shade Love Letter from the Anastasia Beverley Hills palette and putting that as kind of like an eyeliner of my top of my eye, and just lining my eye with that darker pink. I am then bringing that underneath my eye as well and just lining slightly again on the outer corners, but still with the darker shade of pink. And I'm taking the shade Hazel, it's a cream, the cloud paints from Glossier, and putting that over like my nose. It's like, you know, she's looking like a very flush, cutesy, fairy type look right now. But yeah, I just wanted to add a bit more pink. For my lips, I'm using the MAC lipstick in Verve, and then taking the Kiko lips gloss in the shade 20 and just putting that all over. It just gives a really nice pinky gloss, and it has a little bit of glitter in as well. So yeah guys, that is the end of the video, and that is the end of look number 2. I hope you enjoyed the 2 looks and they inspired you to do something. And yeah, if you liked it, then give the video a thumbs up please, and yeah, I will see you in my next one. Bye!